On September 16, 1931, fascist Italian soldiers executed a 73-year-old man with a long white beard in the middle of a town square in Benghazi, Libya. The old man's death symbolizes the end of a 20-year-long resistance that prevented the fascists from having complete control over Libya. Welcome back to Unsigned Historian. Today, we will take a look at one of the biggest symbols of freedom fighting and resisting colonialism, the Lion of the Desert, Omar Mokhtar. Omar Al-Mokhtar was born in 1862 in a village in the eastern Barqa region of Libya. Mokhtar lost his father at a young age, so he took the initiative of educating himself by walking to the edge of the village to learn the Holy Quran at school every single day. In 1897, he moved to a village in eastern Libya, which was the headquarters of the Senussi movement, a Muslim political religious movement in the region. Mokhtar studied Islamic theology and history under the hands of the leaders of the Senussi movement. He would go on to become a prominent figure in the Islamic sect, preaching Senussi teachings throughout North Africa, and even becoming the chief of the town he was born in. He was also sent to Sudan as a representative of the movement, and was appointed a ruler of areas where the movement was influential. It's been said that during this trip, Mokhtar was traveling with an entourage when a lion attacked his caravan. Instead of running away with the rest of the group, he shot at the lion and started chasing it with a sword, coming back with its head. It was from this instance that he earned the moniker Lion of the Desert. His military career started in the year 1900. He joined a resistance force in the nearby country of Chad, where he fought against French colonialism for 2 years. In 1902, he would go back to Libya, only to find the leader of the Senussi movement had passed away. Mokhtar was appointed as one of its new high-ranking leaders. For the next 8 years he went on to grow the movement and engage in continuous battles with the British, who had colonized Egypt, keeping them at bay and out of Libya. In 1911, Italy declared war on the Ottoman Empire, which controlled Libya at the time. The Italians were fighting the Ottomans on several fronts and had their eyes on Libya. As Mokhtar sits in class teaching kids the Quran, the loud footsteps of a horse can be heard approaching at a rapid speed. Mokhtar leaves the classroom to see what's happening and is met by a panicked messenger who informs him of news that he was not ready to hear. Italy has invaded Libya and declared it a colony. From this point on, Mokhtar led an aggressive campaign against the Italian invasion. Initially, the Italians were having an extremely hard time in Libya. Mokhtar and his men's sheer, unwavering desire to defend their homeland, matched with advanced Ottoman weaponry, made Libya a nightmare for the Italians. So, the Italians devised a plan. Using the divide-and-conquer tactic the British are famous for, Italy signed a peace treaty with the collapsing Ottoman Empire. This caused Turkish soldiers stationed in Libya to return to Istanbul immediately, taking their weapons with them and leaving the Libyans completely isolated with nothing but swords and old rifles that were no match to Italy's arsenal. This would have been the end of the fight for most people, but not for Mokhtar. For him, it had just begun. From that point on, the 53-year-old Omar Al-Mokhtar led a 20-year-long resistance against the fascist invaders. During those 20 years, Mokhtar took part in many great battles on different fronts, causing massive casualties to the Italians. His famous motto was, "We won't give up, we either win or we die." There was good reason for this fighting spirit. The Italians carried out a brutal occupation of Libya, making the Arabic language illegal to use in schools and attempting to eradicate Libya's culture. On September 11, 1931, the Italians managed to capture Omar Al-Mokhtar. 3 days later, Italian General Gastili arrived in Benghazi and arranged for Al-Mokhtar to be executed. Indeed, right to this very day, Omar Mokhtar is recognized as a symbol of resistance in the world. This was not on account of him sitting quietly whilst injustice, tyranny, and oppression descended and spread in the land, but rather because he courageously stood up, having full certainty in his faith in people.
Breaking news.
The Italian occupation continued until 1943, when Italy was defeated in World War II, and Libya came under the Allies' army's occupation. This lasted until December 24, 1951, when Libya achieved its independence after years and years of occupation. And that's it for today's episode of Unsigned Historian. I hope you enjoyed learning about Omar al-Mokhtar, the Lion of the Desert. Remember, history is full of hidden gems, waiting to be discovered. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating stories from the past. Until next time.